Before moving forward, there is one last thing we missed, and that is called attachments. Now in the email we can also send attachments. Obviously, when the order is generated or the order is created, we need to attach the invoice to the email so that the user can see the invoice directly from their Gmail or Hotmail inbox. So how we can attach the attachments in the Laravel attachment section? Now there is a function which is called attachments, and this returns an array. So inside the array we need to use an attachment. So make sure you use the attachment illuminate, mail and mailables, and this accepts different things. First of all, let's go with from path. Now we need to give this an absolute path from where our file exists. So right now we are working on localhost. We can give the path from our local host machine, and when we are on the server, we obviously need to give the path where our website, where our file or invoice is placed. Now I will give this the file path which I have saved on my directory here inside the project. So now let's run the application and send the email. Now if I go back, I have this endpoint open here, which is basically called the trigger email. Now if I reload, one thing you will notice that I will not receive an email because we need to run the PHP artisan queue work function command, because we are queuing our emails, so that in order to process it we need to run the PHP artisan queue work, and this is as running now. This is the email has sent. Let's see and wait for the email to receive. Now we have received an email. Once I open it up, you see we have an attachments here. Now if I click on that, you will see the attachment which I attached, which is called invoice-22.pdf. Now if I click on that, this will automatically download the attachment and it's open just here. Now there are further few more parameters that we can assign to the attachment. So the first is basically if we want to give the name to our attachment, so we can use the name method here or change the name method. Inside the name method we can use it invoice, maybe customer, or maybe invoice ID. We can use the ID of, let's say, any dummy random ID. We can also attach the MIME type as well. So by MIME type we can use application/PDF, like so. So in this way the browser or the headers will know the name of the invoice that we are attaching or the file that we are attaching, and then what its MIME type is. So that will be really easy for the browsers to understand, or the emails inboxes to understand that there is a file attached and that is basically the MIME type is PDF. Actually I just misspelled a few things here. So the name should be as, so this will be basically will through as a name, and this MIME type would be with MIME. So I was just misplacing or overlapping the MIME types here. This should be like with mine and this should be as. All right, now this would be application/PDF. Now if we go into the browser and run our application, send the email, let's reload the page and let's see if the application email is sent. Now this is as done. If I open up our inbox and let's reload it, now the attachment, you can see this is still coming as invoice 002, whereas this should be like this. So let me just close the PHP artisan work one more time. Let's send the email. Let's run back again the artisan queue work. Now the email is sent. Now we have received an email. Now if I check, now you can see the invoice ID and the name is given as like this, and the application is also set to .pdf. So that's how we attach our attachments to our emails. There are few more options. From path, you can also use from storage. So this will be basically point out to our storage folder, which we basically have located inside here. This is the storage folder. So this will be basically all the emails will be all the attachments will be placed inside the storage, and we can also use the third party links such as the Redis or such as the AWS if our files are stored in S3, so we can also attach those as well here. Now obviously the documentation is available there, so you can check. Feel free to check out the documentation if you are using the S3 bucket, and those options are also available here. Now that's about it. From the next lecture we are going to work on the markdown emails. That's about it, and I will see you in the next one.